Now, you may recall a little while ago, we overheard a conversation in here between this chap.
You there! What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
As I was saying, between this chap and one of the other scientists, it seemed he was talking about some kind of robot that he was looking for. And she said she didn't have time to help him, so why don't we see if we can help him out? So am I for hire? So that depends. What exactly are we talking about here?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
What kind of property would that be?
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Oh dear. Well, it sounds a bit like slavery. I mean, are you sure they're not wandering off on purpose?
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the Capital Wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Sure.
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure, no problem. Let's have a look for your android.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that. Of course you do.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, for anyone who is... and I don't really know anyone who wouldn't have played Fallout 4 who's a Fallout fan, but clearly this is the quest that spun out the plot for Fallout 4, since it mentions the Commonwealth and synths. Really interesting. Anyway, let's have a listen to this tape.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshalling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Interesting. Okay, so I guess we better go on the hunt for this
Any trouble in
android.
this area?
Nope, there is no trouble at all. Do not worry. Right, so we're going to go on the hunt. So we've been going around the city trying to find clues. Let's ask Dr. Preston.
You're in the Rivet City clinic. I'm Dr. Preston.
How dare you speak to me with your back turned, Doctor? Oh, that's better. Okay, good. Oh, cool. Let's ask him a little clue, if he's got any clues as to the whereabouts of the android.
That old story? Well, now, I haven't heard talk of that in quite some time. It was all just a rumor, a hoax, someone's idea of a practical joke. Story was there was an android, escaped from the Commonwealth up north, from someplace called the Institute. There was a holotape that got circulated. I think I've got a copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Give it a listen. That's a man's voice. Hoax for sure.
Okay. Tell me a wee bit more about this.
Like I said, it's a hoax. Don't bother with it. Someone sent tapes like that to pretty much every doctor in the wasteland. None of us believed it.
Interesting. Okay, let's have a listen.
Take care of yourself.
So we've got the second holotape now.
If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else.
Interesting. So we'll have to continue looking for clues.
Any trouble in this area?
Right, we're continuing our search for clues. Let's ask Seagrave.
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
That's cool, Seagrave. You got a T-51B?
A what? Look, if you just want to crack wise, go somewhere else. But if you've got stuff you want to sell, then I'm your man.
You know anything about the mind wipe on the escaped android?
Shh! They might be listening. Commonwealth has tried to make it out to be a hoax. But the escaped android is real, I tell you. Listen to this holotape. It will make you a believer, too.
Alright, thanks, Seagrave.
See you later.
Let's have a listen to the third holotape.
Remember that secret android project I told you about? Well, they got some serious pre-war tech on their hands. They nabbed a lipoplasticator and a microdermal graftalizer for the facial reconstruction. Not sure where they'll find a chopper with enough skills to use it without making him look like a freaking ghoul. Oh, and get this. Can you believe they found a circuit neuralizer? That or someone built one. Word is that they're going to completely rewire the brain of one of those things. If you know who they got working on this, let me know. I want to meet the guy.
Very
Let me or a
interesting.
security officer know if you see anything out of the ordinary.
Very, very interesting. So, we must continue to hunt for more clues. Now, the doctor in Rivet City said that messages were sent to every doctor in the Commonwealth, so let's have a word with the doctor here and see if he knows anything. Come on, Fox, get out of the way. Doc Church, do you know anything about the synth?
For Christ's sake, you don't look sick, and you sure as hell don't look dead, so why are you bothering me?
Doc Church, you are an absolute charmer, but do you know who might have a lipoplasticator or microdermal graphitalizer?
Probably down at Rivet City. Anything that has any use out here, they snatch up for themselves. That damn Pinkerton don't share nothing.
Pinkerton?
Yeah,
I think
bye.
I think I remember that name. Was that not the guy that we had to go to for Rivet City history ages ago? Okay, we've made it to Pinkerton in that horrible area. Right, Pinkerton, come on.
Stay sharp. They're everywhere.
Let's discuss the facial reconstruction and mind wipe you did for the android.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's just say, you know, it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
Sorry you don't get along with her, but we're discussing the android.
That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Something you're not telling me, isn't there?
Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it. Deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
Okay, so we know it's Harkness now.
Don't let your guard down.
Right, Harkness, Harkness, Harkness. Let's go and speak to Harkness. Okay, here's Harkness hanging around in the Rivet City marketplace.
I'm a little busy right now. Is there a problem?
I'm not sure how to put this, Harkness, but you're not who you think you are.
What's that supposed to mean? Look, kid, I don't have time for existential debate. And I'm not interested in whatever religion you're peddling.
This isn't an existential debate, Harkness. You're a robot from the Commonwealth.
Excuse me? Look, kid, you have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're trying to do here, or you'll be leaving Rivet City by the way of the nearest porthole.
I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth. However, the facts speak for themselves. I've got pictures and audio testimony.
All right, I'll humor you. But this is impossible. I can't be a robot. I'm a human being. I breathe. I eat. Hell, I cut myself shaving this morning. I was bleeding. Robots don't bleed.
It's not real blood, it's synthetic.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to even think about all this. I'll admit, this is pretty convincing evidence. But it doesn't make any sense. How can this be possible?
Sorry, Harkness.
Ah! My God. I remember. I remember it all. From before. Zimmer. The Commonwealth. The Institute. My God. All those runners I brought down. You made me remember. Why? How? Never mind. My God. What am I going to do? My life. Everything. It's all a lie.
So what are you going to do about Zimmer?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shove him into a very small box and send him north where he belongs.
Is violence really necessary? Can't you just kick him off the boat?
I suppose if I'm careful, I could trump up some charges and throw him out. I want to thank you for warning me about Zimmer, and for keeping this a secret. Here's a little token of my gratitude.
A321's plasma rifle. Okay, so what do I call you now? Harkness or A321?
Well, I'm not really sure. Look, just call me Harkness. That's who I am to the people on this boat who rely on me. It's who I am now. In fact, for everyone's sake, let's just pretend I've always been Harkness. We'll keep the truth a little secret between friends. All right?
Sure, that's fine by me.
Carry on, then.
So it looks like Harkness... Is Harkness going to go and evict these guys? Or do I have another dialogue option I have to do?
Look, I appreciate your helping with Zimmer, but I really just want to put all this behind me. So I'm going to pretend none of that happened. Now, is there something I can help you with, citizen?
I guess that's it.
Carry on, then.
Doesn't say the quest is completed. It's completed. Okay, there you go. That was strange. Normally it tells you. I guess it happened while I was talking to him. Okay, so Zimmer and his android bodyguard will be evicted, I guess. But I thought we saw it. I thought we would see him send him away, but I guess not. Let's have a look at the weapon before we go on to the next episode. So A321's laser rifle. So let's have a look for it. Plasma rifle, bonus critical chance, very nice. I will see you in the next episode where I'm going to I can't speak right now. I'll see you in the next episode where I'm gonna do another side quest or unmarked quest. Bye for now.